Or it may be that, you know, Fa has said everything she could say and done everything that she could do to let Charlotte know where she was at. So that's the reason why it wasn't on her to continue to show publicly what she wanted from Fa. You can look in Fa, I mean, what she wanted from Charlotte. You can look in Fa's eyes and tell what she feels for that girl. What I'm about to do for the next 15 minutes, I'm going to let y'all ask me anything you want to ask me about anything that I react to. It could be Easy and Natalie. It could be Freenbecky. It can be Englot. It can be Heina. It can be anything you want to ask me. You can ask me and I will give you my unsolicited, well, in this case, it's going to be solicited because you're literally going to be asking me. I will give you my unsolicited, solicited truth. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm not going to try to spare your feelings. So if you ask, I'll say like this. If you really don't want to hear what I have to say, because a lot of times people like, they think they want to hear, but they don't. If you don't really want to hear what I have to say, just don't ask the question. Just don't ask the question. And I'm not picking and choosing. I'm basically, you know what I'm saying? I'm just going with whichever one, with whatever pops up, okay? So, I'm about to say go. As soon as 6 o'clock hits, I'm gonna look over here. I'm gonna look over here. So, as soon as 6 o'clock hits, the first question I see, I'm gonna answer it. And then after I get done answering that, the next one, that's how I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna be picking and choosing based on names or anything like that, or even based on the question. I'm just gonna, the first question I see at the bottom at 6 o'clock, that's the question I'm gonna ask. And then when I get done explaining that one, the next one I see at the bottom, that's when I'm asked. So if I don't answer your question, it's not because I'm dissing you or missing you. It's just because I'm just doing it that way, okay? That's, to be fair. So, and pose it as a question. Don't say it as a statement. Pose it as a question. If you say it as a statement, I'm not even addressing it. So ask me and I'll tell you. So as soon as 6 o'clock hits, I'm gonna look down and the first question I see, I'm answering. So let's see, 6 o'clock. Damn. A minute is long when you gotta look, when you're waiting on it. Okay, 6 o'clock. Englot is real. God damn, that was literally the first question. The first question was, is Englot real? Yes. Again, this is only let me say this. My answers to these questions are only my opinion, only my opinion, only my opinion, only my opinion. Actually, you know what? Can you go ahead, guys, hit the like button? It's 775 people in here, but only 394 likes. Can you guys hit the like button, please, while I answer this question? Yes, I do believe that Englot is real. Just like Foss said, if it wasn't real, then we wouldn't be seeing the sulking and the different things. Like, they're not, come on, man. They're not, I don't want to say, never mind. They don't have the poker faces. You know, Fa has a better poker face than Charlotte, but still, you know. So, yes, I do think that Englot is real. I do think that Englot is real. All right, I'm about to look at the next question. Boom. If Freenbecky ever break up, who do you think will get custody of Air Dorothy? Yo, not the Air Dorothy's, bro. Somebody called them joints the Jim Crows. The retro Jim Crows or something. I know. I'm not finna do this with y'all. I'm not finna do this with y'all. I'm not finna do this with y'all. The Air Dorothy's. But in this case, I'm thinking, who had them on? Was it Freen? Was Freen the one who had them on? I guess whoever was wearing them will get custody, bruh. I don't think either of them wants them. I think that would be something they would gladly share joint custody of. Next one. If you were in Englot's shoes, how would you move differently? Luna, that's a great question. If I was in Englot's shoes, so you want me to put myself in both of their shoes, respectively? If I was Fa, when I need space, I would be more vocal about it. Like earlier, like sooner, I would be more vocal about it. I would communicate more clearly when I don't have the emotional availability that my partner needs. I would communicate that more clearly as well. And I would reprioritize my emotional availability. I would and I'm gonna just leave that at that. I would reprioritize my emotional availability if I was Fa. If I was Charlotte, oh, my ego. If I was Charlotte, I wouldn't. I just, because of the way Fa is carrying it, my ego wouldn't let me be as you know, the B and all of this sudden how she misses her, she want to be around her all the time. My ego wouldn't let me say shit like that out. I wouldn't say it, even if I felt it, I wouldn't say shit like that out loud. I couldn't. I could not. Thank you, Anna. Let them know, baby. Thank you. I appreciate you. If you have not signed up for the War Room, please do it. I'm trying to tell you, you want to be in there. You do want to be in there. Yeah, but for me, yeah, that's what I would do differently. If I was Charlotte, I would not have my heart on my sleeve the way she does. I just wouldn't. I couldn't. My pride wouldn't let me be going out like that if somebody on the other side was like, you know, maybe even if behind closed doors I'm getting the encouragement. What I'm saying is, I'm not saying she's not getting anything from Fire. I'm saying, like, if in the public the perception was I was doing all the work and the other person wasn't, my ego just wouldn't let me. Like, I would be as reserved as that person is. But then at the same time, this is me speaking as an Aquarius, and I probably would align more with Fa's behavior than I would with Charlotte's. So there's that. So that's how I would move differently if I was Englot. All right, next question. What is the difference between baby and darling? Are you asking me what's the difference between when they say B and Tidak? Well, baby, for all intents and purposes, can be, like, it can be used in the sense of romantic, but it also can be used the same way. It can be used the same. It can also just be used as an endearment. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can be romantic, but it also is like, it doesn't, it's also not romantic. Tidak is 100% like, that's who you go with. Like, nobody uses the term Tidak unless that's their sweetheart, that's their darling, that's the person that they are in a romantic, loving relationship with. So Tidak is like a hard line. This is only my interpretation and my understanding of what I've observed and what my sister has told me. And just like I said, what I've heard Thai people explain. Yeah, Tidak is a hard line. Like, that's my baby, that's my boo, that's my man, that's my woman, that's my relationship. We're in a committed relationship. That's what Tidak is. Whereas baby is more like new. Whereas, like, you can use it, you know, you can use it as a term of endearment with your lover, but you can also use it as a term of endearment with somebody who you're just really, really close to. All right, next question. Difference between mommy and honey. P. Sykes. The mommy and honey lines. I thought honey line was if you wanted to date her, and mommy line was if you just wanted to be like overprotective, like big sister or motherly kind of figure. If you're asking about Becky's mommy and honey lines, that's what I think it is. Real Heina thoughts. You want to know my real Heina thoughts? I'm telling y'all, I'm giving y'all 100% honesty. I don't have an opinion on Heina yet. Not really. Like, I love their energy and I love I love what I've seen, but I don't have thoughts on Heina. I like to watch them. I like to observe them, but I don't really have thoughts. I don't know what you mean by like real thought. Do I think are you asking me if I think they're real? Because that's a different question. Because I don't have like thoughts about Heina. You know what I'm saying? Like, honestly, I don't have time with Englot in my book. I don't, between my book and Englot, I don't have time. I think they have a genuine attraction. I think they genuinely love each other and like each other. I don't know if it's infatuation or romance, though. I'll say, yeah, I don't know if it's infatuation or romance. You know, yeah, that's all I got for them. I don't know enough about them. Like, I love their moments and stuff like that, but I don't know enough about them, and I haven't observed their behaviors enough, you know, like I'd have with Freen or Becky or Fire or Charlotte. So I can't really speak too much on it. Like I said, I really don't have any like real like deep thoughts on them. I do think that their attraction and their connection is real, but I can't call yet whether or not it's infatuation and they'll get over it quickly, or whether or not it's something romantic and it might turn into something real, like long term. Next question. When did Fa tell Charlotte she loves her? When did Fa tell Charlotte she loves her? I'm going through the timeline in my head where I think, because I have no idea. I can't call it. You know, I can't call that exactly. But I'll say it like this. I can't say when she said I love you in that sense, because like Charlotte said, they do love each other, and they can love each other right now and want to be romantic and still not be in love with each other. You get what I'm saying? Like they can love each other but not be to the point where they are like in love with each other, but they still want something romantic that can lead to them being in love with each other. You get what I'm saying? And the reason why I say that they're different is because they're not just two people who are meeting off the street and then they have a connection and they're trying to get to know each other. They've spent the last year and some change building a friendship and a foundation. So they do have love for each other already. Now, whether or not they have actually said, I am in love with you, I can't call that. But when do I think that, I'll say it like this, when do I think that Fa said that she told Charlotte she liked her and told her and meant it? And meant it? I think it's before the Heartbreak Live that she did in August of 2022, if I'm being honest. I think it's before the Heartbreak Live that she did in August of 2022. That was August of 2022, I think, wasn't it? When she said, you know, this year's like, or this year's not like may turn into next year's like. Sounding like, hey, we might be together in 3, which she was right about that. So that, hey, we might be together in 3 to 4 years is sounding real likely too, ain't it? Anyhow, yeah, I can't, I really can't call that one. Like I said, I think that because in that live, Fa specifically said, when everybody was like, well, you haven't been clear, you haven't said that you da-da-da. She's like, how do you know? You ain't there. She said, you just somebody in a little screen on the phone. She was going off on y'all in her way. You know, Fa don't really ever get like out of pocket. But she was like, how do you know? You're just a little screen in a phone. She said, how do you know? You would not know what we got going on, what I've said, what I've done. I think at that point, she was frustrated because I think she had made it clear what her intentions were with Charlotte, but she may at that time may not have been getting the reciprocity or the reaction that she wanted, because maybe Charlotte was too uncertain about what she was feeling, one, and then also just didn't feel secure about trying to be in a relationship with Fa, because she didn't really know yet whether or not Fa was a womanizer and would just come through and do what she did or do what she does and then dip, or if she was really in there for the long haul. So I think it was before, can't pinpoint a date or a time specifically, but I will say I think it was before the August 2022 live. All right, so here we go. Next question. About yo-yo issues with Charlotte. I don't know what you're talking about. And it wasn't posed as the question, so technically I don't have to answer it. Ha 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 ha. Ha, because I said I was going to answer every question, but that wasn't posed as a question. All right, next one. What do you think about how Englot's roles have changed since the beginning? Oh, you mean the shift between Fa being all about Char and putting herself out there and, you know, looking crazy, versus now Char being the one who's all about Fa and putting herself out there and low-key looking crazy? I think it's the nature of the beast. I think a lot of times in our life, we want somebody at a time that they don't want us, and then by the time they want us, we may not want them anymore, or whatever the case may be. Or it may be that, you know, Fa has said everything she could say and done everything that she could do to let Charlotte know where she was at. So that's the reason why it wasn't on her to continue to show publicly what she wanted from Fa. You can look in Fa, I mean, what she wanted from Charlotte, you can look in Fa's eyes and tell what she feels for that girl. You don't, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to see her fill her ass up or anything like that to know that she genuinely cares about her. Yeah, I think that yeah, that's I think that that's the reason why the dynamic changed. Is just, you know, it's Charlotte's turn. It's Charlotte's turn to, you know, be all, and it's not like a turn like being petty. It's just that Fa has been like, you know what I'm saying? I tell people all the time, when, and it's gonna sound good here, I go with the Aquarius shit, but I'll say it like this: when a person like me, when I'm in love with somebody or I love somebody, I tell them this, you know what I'm saying, at the beginning. I was like, I'm not the type of person, yes, I'll say I love you and da-da-da-da, but I'm not the type of person to feel like I have to reiterate that. Unless you tell me that you need that as a love language, then cool, I'm willing to cater to that. I am. But for the most part, when somebody like me says that we love you, just know that we love you. until we don't love you anymore. We'll tell you when we done. Trust me. Fa is the type of person who I believe that she would tell Charlotte when she's tapped out. You see what I'm saying? I do believe that. So until she says so, you have to assume that she still feels the same way. Just because she's not showing it so publicly doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean that anything has changed between in the way that she feels with Charlotte. It just means that Charlotte, you know, spent so long maybe denying what she was feeling. Now that she's feeling it, bro, she's just overwhelmed and she just wants to she wants to eat Charlotte, eat fire. Y'all remember what she said? Y'all remember? But you know what though? That also seems like it's just who Charlotte is, because she did say that in the Hello Inkfa joint. She said that when she really likes somebody, she just wants to they got to make her feel like she just wants to eat them up. That's how she is with Charlotte. I mean with Fa. Like she just wants to eat her up, and it's just her turn to go through that right now. All right, next question. Do you think Fa is in love with Char? You almost answer that. I'll say it like this. I do think that she has deep love for her. I don't know if she's acknowledged to herself that is in love. I don't know if she said those words to Charlotte, that she is in love with her. They both have said that they love each other. And I know that she does love Charlotte, but I can't specify on the depth of her feelings for Charlotte. If she won't, you know what I'm saying? So do I think she's in love with Charlotte? To a certain extent, I do, but I don't know if she, like I said, I don't know if she's acknowledged it or even wants to acknowledge it or even wants to, you know, continue in that direction. Maybe they just feel like they're better the way they are now because they'll be able to preserve or hold on to the relationship as it is. You know what I'm saying? And maybe they just don't want anything more, if we believe the narrative that they're putting out. Next question. Is Freen and Becky fan service lately? Ooh, that's a good question. You know what? I'm going to tell you like this. I don't think that they're fan service right now. I do think that they recently went through a breakup or a break. I do. I think they're back together now. You can see the difference. I think right now they're back together. But it was, let me try to see, when was it? It was like, I feel like maybe like beginning to mid-June. Maybe even the end of May. I got to go back and look at the moments. But I feel like there was like some, like they weren't, and you know how they're always like this? I feel like it was like this, but I can't tell if that was really just because Freen was the one that I really noticed the distancing. But Becky was also very much kind of like, she seemed more reserved around Freen than she normally would be. And it was almost like she was waiting for Freen to tell her, you know, or to, you know, what's the right word? It was almost like she was waiting for Freen to kind of set the mood or the tone. And that's kind of like how Becky was carrying it. So I don't know if it was necessarily something that happened between them as much as it was just like they needed distance because of everything that Becky has going on with Long Live Love and just needing to take a step back. And then, you know, Freen maybe just having something personal going on, whatever the case may be, and just, you know, just needing distance and separation. I do feel like there was a bit of a disconnect for them, though, towards the beginning of June is what I'm thinking, that time frame, kind of mid-June. But I do feel like in the last couple of weeks, I have seen them, they feel to me like Becky and Freen again. They feel like Freen Becky again. But yeah, I do think that something may have transpired between them. But I don't think it was like nothing where it was like, oh my God, it's over. I think that they had a misunderstanding that got out of hand and it lasted a little bit longer than it should have. Or maybe miscommunication. And it just lasted a little bit longer than it should have. And but now they seem to be perfectly fine. They seem to be perfectly fine to me. All right, next question. What makes you sure that Englot is real? Because Foss said it and so did Charlotte. Their behavior. Have you never looked at the way that they look at each other? I like to watch this muted and in slow motion, but for y'all, I'm gonna put it in fast motion first, and then, you know, because things can be misconstrued. Things can be misconstrued when you listen to it and it's got like background music and it's like setting the mood and the tone, but Now that moment went by real fast, didn't it? So let me slow it down so y'all can see exactly what just transpired in this moment. So Fa is talking. Charlotte is looking at her as she's talking, right? Fa turns to Charlotte. Watch the way Charlotte's entire expression, you see she's smiling right now. Watch her entire expression drain as they make eye contact. And both of them do that little sharp intake of air. And Fa literally goes, ooh, if you've never felt that kind of. Look. Lost. I advise you go back and watch this on your own. Highway Turtle 2, episode 50. Bruh. Look, and then dead ass looked her square in the mouth. That's a universal sign, bruh. Look, I mean, like stare her hard in the mouth. Look. Golly. Yeah, I don't know why I think they're in love, aside from the fact, or I think that that there's real love between them, aside from the fact that they have both said it, or think that Englot is real, aside from the fact that they both said it. Their emotions, their behavior has all told us that. We've seen them sulk, we've seen them happy, we've seen them sad, we've seen them jealous, we've seen them fight, we've seen them make up, we've seen them lovey-dovey, we've seen them. Okay. So. Okay. Next question. Do you think Sway and Jay are back together or not? Nah, man, I actually don't now. Now I think somebody told me that Sway unfollowed Jay on social media, I guess, or whatever, and then Jay been kicking it around with a new little yay. I don't know. This is only my opinion. This is what I've been told. You know what I'm saying? I haven't or this is rumor. I mean, that's not even my opinion. It's rumor. I haven't even gone and done the research on that, so I'm just, that's just me throwing that out there. But nah, I think that's why it's been so long since we got a video from them. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that they were still kind of like cut buddies at least. The way they was acting, I feel like they was at least still cut buddies. But the way Jay moving, and I'm not gonna say Sway not moving that way too, because I don't really know. I don't follow them on social media like that. Again, between my book and Englot, I don't have time to keep up with nobody. But yeah, I think that right now, I do think that they are Dunskies. I think they're Dunskies for now. All right. Do you think Jen Lisa was ever real? Ooh, I didn't get deep enough into it to know. I feel like, I don't know, man. I ain't gonna hold you as I continue to watch moments that come up on my TikTok For You page of Blackpink, and I'm talking about all of them. If you ask me, I told y'all this before, they all go together. I think they all go. There's some sister wife shit going on over there. They all go together. They all dating Jenny. Or they all dating Lisa. I can't decide. Or they're all dating Jisoo. Or they're all dating Rose. At this point, they all go together, bro. Like, they legitimately all go together. I can't call it. I definitely can't call it Jen Lisa was ever real. I didn't get deep enough into it. I will tell you, though, the only thing that's strange to me about Jen Lisa's ship versus all of the other ships in Blackpink was, and this is not me even needing y'all confirmation or y'all verification or validation on this. I saw this with my own eyes. There was clearly a difference between when Jenny and Lisa would interact and the way everybody would act or react to the way they would interact versus either the two of them reacting or interacting with anybody else. Like skinship between Jenny and Rose or Jisoo, perfectly fine. Skinship between Lisa and Rose and Jisoo, perfectly fine. But the moment Jenny and Lisa started interacting with each other, things got weird. People started looking off camera. Jisoo started hitting hands and stuff like that. It was a lot of shit that it didn't make sense to me. It just didn't make sense to me. And I know some people be like, no, they weren't on restriction, da 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 da. I don't care. I don't need nobody. I know I didn't do it. Like, I'm not no diehard Blackpink fan, and I'm not trying to upset or get the Blackpink fans up in a roar. But something was different between Jenny and Lisa's situation than everybody else's. And that's all I can say, because that's all I can confirm based on what I observed through their behavior. That's it. All right. Oh, damn, it's 6:21. I went way longer. All right, fuck it. I'm going to do it to 6:30 because this is fun. I like this. All right, next question. What's the most telling piece of research you found that supports your theories on Englot? I can't say, which is gonna make me seem like a fraud. I can't say. I can't say. I can't say. I tell y'all as much as I can. I promise you I do. I tell y'all as much as I can, but it's certain shit I can't say. I'm not a doxer. Like, I'm not somebody that exposes somebody else's life. You know what I'm saying? Just to be the first one to spill the tea. That's never gonna be me. If they don't ever say something, I'm never gonna say anything. I'm never gonna say anything. Like, that's just, you know, the only person who really honestly knows a little bit of what I know as far as like what I can verify is and who has seen the kind of research I do, like really the deep kind of research I do, is Anna. Anna is the only one. Anna is the only one. I can't tell you. And I know that may make me look like a fraud, and that's fine. I'll take that badge, but I will take that badge because I'm not gonna expose anybody. I'm not gonna say something that somebody else hasn't already said about their own life. I'm just not gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? All right, next question. Do you think Pang from Wink White, yeah, P-Pang, helping Shar and Ingfa behind the scene with advice and contract obligations for their future? She's a big supporter. This is what I'm gonna say, y'all. I know a lot of people don't like Nawat, and y'all want P-Pang and all these other people to buy them out and all this other stuff and maybe help them and advise them on their contracts and stuff like that. But let me see. I don't know if I've said this out here on the live, so I'm not gonna say that part. I'll say it like this. Am I still, hold on. Is this lagging? I want to make sure this is good. Are we still good? Okay, good. Fa owes Nawat a great deal, and so does Charlotte. And regardless of what y'all may think, if the two of them are not angry and don't have a problem, I keep trying to tell y'all, you can't be mad about something that somebody else is not mad about. You can't be upset on behalf of somebody and hate somebody on behalf of someone when they're saying that they love that person. I know that sucks, and you may think he's abusive and manipulative and a narcissist and a turtle, and he can be all of that. He could. Yeah, I'm not denying none of that. But it's not for us to say. It's not for you to say. And so I don't know if P-Pang is helping them with their contracts. I don't know that they want help. I don't know that they dislike the contracts that they're in. They seem content. It's everybody else that doesn't like what's going on around them. They seem content. They seem happy to make Papa Nawat proud. Charlotte literally just posted that. I'll do anything to make you proud. You may look at that and be like, oh, that's some crazy abusive ass shit. But it also could be she just sees him as a father figure. And we know that her being raised by a man that you know what I'm saying? And then Fa wanting, you know, losing her father at 18, and she was obviously very close to him. You know, there's a lot of things that go into that. I think P-Pang is always going to support them. She's always going to do everything she can to make sure that they are successful and that they got some shit going on. I will say that 100% because P-Pang loves them. But yeah, I don't know if she would be specifically helping them with their contracts and stuff because I don't know that they're unhappy with where they are or what they have. So that's just what that is right there. All right, next question. Y'all got to pose these as questions, man. Question mark. Do you think Freenbecky had panic attacks before, or did they start now that she is in the crowd? Her high popularity. I don't know because I don't know her history. But if she did have anxiety, it could have been like maybe a milder case of it, but then being thrust into such a into such a public light so quickly, right? Because their turn up was really, really fast, for real. Like, you know, they did cool and Skoy, but they blew. Like with the Gap series, they basically have blown up, honestly, within the last, I'll say for real. They really blew up within the last maybe like 8 months. Like for real, like 8 to 9 months where they just went, you know, like complete. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to say longer than that. I'll say the last year. So the last year, I would say they've really blown up. And that's a really quick turnaround, you know, especially for them to be as young as they are. And like I said, if she was already dealing with anxiety, then this could definitely exacerbate it, but I don't know if she was dealing with it beforehand. But it definitely, if she was, this wouldn't help. You know, she would have to find a way to, which she's doing, got to find a way to navigate that and maintain her mental balance and her mental health. Next question. Do you think Nudie is in love with Ink for? Hell no, man. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. Hell no. I think she's infatuated in a non-sexual way with her. And that's okay. She looks up to Fa. She kind of idolizes her. She sees her as a big sister, as a role model, as somebody that she can look up to and be like. I think that people, it's unfortunate that their relationship is being reduced to sex or to attraction just because they're two beautiful women, and apparently any woman that Fa comes in contact with, she has to want to fuck, right? That's the vibe I get when people be like, who do you think she's with? Is she with this person or is she that person? Almost told myself again, like, you know when Fa likes somebody. There's always proof when Fa likes somebody. You know what I'm saying? Or proof when Fa's with somebody. So, you guys may not know where to look for it, but it's there. It really is. It's there. I just, it's there. Trust me. But, yeah, nah. Nudie is infatuated with her in a non-sexual way. She loves her. She looks up to her. She's a role model. P5 teaches her a lot. P5 loves the relationship because, like she said, she's never had a little sister. She wants a little sister. That's the exact same kind of relationship she has with Peachy, and people ran with that. And Peachy out here just chilling, vibing, bro. Peachy just be vibing. You know what I'm saying? Peachy just vibing, and Nudie just trying to be a part of the family. She literally looks like P Dad, and she's a twin. It's weird that people. That's the part that really blows me, is that as much as Nudie looks like favors P Dad, if I were to start leaning in that direction, y'all wouldn't be side-eyeing her. Y'all wouldn't be, just me. Cause I'd be like, yo, oh girl, look a little too much like, it's the same way I was looking at Zasha when she was like, I don't think that Tay look like Zay. And I'm like, yo, your new girlfriend looks exactly like your son. Stop lying to yourself. But I get why you lying to yourself, because you want to be with this person and you don't want to imagine, I get it. So if I were to go in that direction, it would be weird. That's just my take though. That's just my take. My unsolicited truth. All right, next question. What is the video of past Englot you want to rewatch at this moment? What is the video of past Englot you want to rewatch at this moment? None of them really. I watched them all so extensively that I don't really have a moment that I could. You know what? I'll always go back to this. The hug in Indonesia. When Fa was getting ready to go back up to her room after the Rainbow Gang had showed up and they was all saying bye, and then Charlotte was acting like she was paparazzi, and she was like, come say bye to the camera, and she just wanted Fa to come shake her hand while she was holding the camera, and Fa walked up to her. She didn't even give a fuck about who was there. You could see it, like, it's like she looked around for a second and she just blocked. You could tell she blocked everybody out, and she zoned in, tunnel vision, and all she saw was Charlotte. And the way she walked up to her, the way she looked at her, the way she hugged her, in front of all those people. That moment, y'all be overlooking the shit that Fa did and still does low key. She chose her. She knew the fans was going. She knew all that was gonna happen. Pairs coming, pushing their heads together. She knew their friends were gonna troll them. She knew that people were gonna run with it online and it was gonna blow up. And people were going to start making assumptions once again that da-da-da-da-da. But she did it anyway. You can tell in that moment she just needed to feel close to Charlotte. That's the moment, I think. I think that's why that moment sticks out to me the most, because I feel like after everything they had went through last year, that was the moment that they really, really, really connected again. And I know shit kind of went south in November, but it's because they connected. They felt everything so deeply in November because of that connection. That reconnection that they made when they hugged, and obviously more than not just the hug, but obviously in everything that followed, in the context of everything that followed. All right, next question. Do you think it's more personal or professional why they can't be together right now? I can't call it. Just like Fa said, just like Charlotte said, I can't call it. It could be both. It could be both, and I'm being serious. Like, I can't call it. It could be both because I'm not there, you're not there. If you believe what they are saying, the narrative that they are putting out, then it could be both. They both said it's many factors. It could be it could be personal. They both have their own shit going on, or whatever. They're occupied elsewhere, mentally or emotionally. And or it could be it could also just be the contract that just doesn't allow them. Fa did once again mention a dating ban, and even though they're 100% behind, Nawat knows he makes money off the brand and everything like that. There still could be some stipulations to their public displays of affection and different things. Like, there's different things, that could be factoring into that. But how would I know? I'm just some random person on the other side of the world. I don't know shit. I don't know. If Englot wasn't a thing, who would you ship Ingfa with? Oh, y'all trying to get me in trouble, but I'm gonna answer it. If Englot wasn't a thing, who would I ship Ingfa with? Why just Ingfa? I can't pick Charlotte too. I'm gonna pick somebody for Charlotte too. Y'all gonna get mad at me though. I feel like y'all gonna get mad at me though. If I could pick somebody for Ingfa. I would pick somebody who's not even in MGT or in her circle right now. I think that Fa will probably go and pick somebody who is completely against the grain of what everybody might want her to or be, or who she should be with. Yeah, I don't think she would be with another beauty queen or anything like that though. I think she would be with some random person, that nobody maybe knows, or let me see. Yeah, I definitely wouldn't ship her with any of those people that y'all named. Any of them. Let me see. Next question. Waiting on the next question. What is in the tile water? I don't know. Next question. What do you feel we may see in the next 12 months of Englot from what you have seen and researched that you can say outside of the war room? What do I think we'll see? I think we will see them. I think we will see them continue to handle their business. I think we will continue to see them grow as individuals. I think we will continue to see them support the Englot brand for as long as they can. Yeah. I think they will continue to support each other. That's like dead ass. That's what I can say outside of the war room. That's what I think. Why do I think that Easy and Nat broke up? Because they both said it. And Easy and Nat both said used on titles on their videos, my ex, you know what I'm saying? Natalie changed hers to Easy, but Easy left hers as my ex. So and like I said, they said it. See, Easy said I am technically single, and Natalie literally said we broke up. She said we're working on being better as individuals, and then but they both have said that they have broken up. So I'm not gonna sit here and say and pretend like they didn't say that they broke up. So that's what they said. They could be working on their situation, but they both said that they broke up, and so that's why I'm going with the fact that they're broken up. Next question. Do you think Bella and Peachy relationship is only for public? I do. Yep. Peachy just said it the other day. Peachy said, yo, just so y'all know, we're just friends. She was like, what we do, what we have, is good, and the skin, da 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 da. But she said, nah, we just friends. She said, we're just really good friends. So yeah, I do. I think it's just for I think it's just because Papa Nawat found a formula that works, and so now he gonna throw everybody together as a pair. That's literally what that concert was all about, right? Yeah, all of everything. You've been asking a lot of questions that, leads me to believe. It leads me to believe that, you could be a troll. I ain't calling you a troll. I said you could be. You could be. Because some of your questions are the kind of questions I've seen on the troll pages because I like to lurk. That's just how I am. See, I like to play devil's advocate with my own theories. So I like to lurk and see what trolls are saying. And I like to compare my notes and see, you know. And so I know the narratives that are going around on the troll pages. So yeah. Hey, so for any of my admins in here or my moderators, please feel free to block whoever you feel like you need to block. You can ban whoever you guys have the right to do that. So, you know, do what you feel like you need to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to call it. I'm not going to call it. And all of everything, if that's not what you were doing, if that's not, you better say something right now before you get blocked. And it's not going to be my doing. It's out of my hands. My moderators take care of everything. You see they deleting your shit. They deleting your questions. That ain't got nothing to do with me. That ain't got nothing to do with me. So, at this point, it seems like you might be getting the good old blickety block. All right, let me see. Denise said, who would you ship Charlotte with if not Ingfa? Oh, this is the one that's gonna probably get me in trouble. This one that's probably gonna get me in trouble. Cause, ooh, I'm scared to say it, but I said I would answer. Y'all, I know y'all be like, yo, I like Yo-Yo. Yo, I like Yo-Yo. He's funny and cute. Like, I like Yo-Yo. I know some of y'all think he little, you know, and then others, you know, y'all just think he a troll and he really trying to hurt Charlotte, and he's not. I've done the extensive research. He's not. Dude, he's not, bro. Dude just can't comment anything without people being like, oh, hey, look, she eating sushi and now he talking about something, he hungry. That clearly means they want to have sex together. So, oh, he deleted it. That means we was real. We got it right. No, that just means you guys are weird and annoying and they're tired of y'all making everything, spinning anything and everything into something. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I would, yeah, so I actually like Yo-Yo. I actually like Yo-Yo, and he is fine as hell. And I say, if she can't be with Ingfa, baby, that's a great place to land. Like that, you land. If she ended up with him, I'd be like, you landed on your feet, girl. I ain't even mad at you. I'm just being honest. And because I've done so much research on Yo-Yo, I'm not gonna hold y'all. I'm not gonna hold y'all. Y'all may not see it, but him and Fa, and I think this is the reason why I like him. Him and Fa actually have a lot of the same mannerisms and kind of characteristics and kind of carry themselves the same way in a lot of ways. So if she ever was attracted to him, I'm not saying she ever was, but if she ever was attracted to him, it would make sense because it seems like she does have low-key a type. So yeah, I like Yo-Yo. I would like Yo-Yo. So it is what it is. I know some of y'all ain't gonna like that, but you know what I'm saying? Yeah, Yo-Yo was fine. Damn, look at 640. I went past it again. Fuck it, I'm gonna keep going. These questions, this is fun. I actually like this. All right, let me see. What's another one? Look how many people left after I said Yo-Yo. Yo, I swear it was like 700 and... Yo, like mad people left after I said Yo-Yo. Hey, man, make sure y'all hit the like button. Please make sure y'all hit the like button. Please make sure y'all hit the like button. I gotta make sure I gotta go on Twitter and make sure I'm not canceled because I said that. Yo, all right, next question. Let me see. Next question. I'm looking for the next question. Next question. Y'all gotta stop taking shit so serious, man. Y'all gotta learn how to laugh about stuff like this so it doesn't, you know, when stuff don't go your way, it don't hurt you so deep. Would you ship Highlight? Hell yeah, they both fine. I would, but you know, I like Heidi's energy with Tina. I don't think she would get that same energy from Charlotte. I like that. Heidi always is the one. See, the thing about it is with every other relationship, Heidi's always the aggressor. But, you know, with Tina, when Heidi tries to get aggressive or tries to say something, Tina always be so cool. And, ooh, that Virgo, that Libra. That Libra be just sitting there like, all right. If you're going to start something, she's like, if you're going to start that, she said, you better be ready to rock down this road. Like, that's the energy that Tina is daddy, bro. Like, Tina is so, like... And Libras are naturally flirtatious and very charming. And she got that shit in spades, bruh. I can't really even ship nobody with Heidi except for Tina right now, if I'm being perfectly honest. You know what I'm saying? All right. If an offer to produce a live action book of yours, format of your choice, which would you choose and why? Oh, format of my choice, you mean like live? So I would do a web series, actually. I would do a web series. And the reason why is because I just feel like I would have a lot more control over it, a lot more freedom to tell the story the way I want it to be told without having to cater to, you know, studio heads and, you know, audience expectations and stuff like that. I can just put something out there, and if people love it and they rock with it, they fuck with it, then that's cool. But if they don't, then it's like, all right, well, at least I tried. At least it's something I appreciate and I love. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Oh, and which one? Well, y'all haven't even read the new one I'm writing yet, or I've written yet. But actually, I could see Chronic Love, any one of the stories in Chronic Love, or Chronic Love just being a series where I just tell a series of different love stories every episode, almost like how they did with Zane's books on BET. And then I could or it would be When All Else Fails, my first novel. Yeah, When All Else Fails. All right, what is your opinion on I like I like Y'all don't like but I've liked from the jump. Y'all remember that when the new MGT 23 girls came in, I picked her as the queen. I did. I go back and watch my videos. I picked her as the queen. And I sat, and if anybody was following me on TikTok, I sat and watched the whole Miss Grand 2023 event online. And when won, I was calling it. I was like, bro, if don't win, and when won, because at first it was like she wasn't gonna be let in, but then she was either, I think she was Papa Nawat and Ingfas's choice to be let into the final 10, but he actually did 11, and that 11 was, I think it was or Mina or somebody. I think it was And yeah, so she got in, and then she ended up being the queen, and I was like, yeah, that's who Ingfa and Papa Noah picked, but I had picked her too. I really wanted to win. I really did. I like I don't understand what people don't like about Can somebody tell me what y'all don't like about and then I can see if I see that, because I've never seen anything about that I didn't like. She seems very receptive to taking Fa's advice. She seems very open to carrying her crown the way she wants to carry it. She doesn't seem to me like she's trying to live up to nobody's expectation. You can't get mad at her because they're trying to ship her with Mina or do whatever, and they're trying to recreate the Englot magic within the company. I like let me see. Do you think would surpass Ingfa's popularity? No. That's a real simple question. No. What is your opinion on and Mina? Do you think it's fan service? You know what? I can't call it. And that's just me being honest. I have not watched. Y'all know I'm very honest about my observations. I only watched. Today was actually before I got on this live. A video popped up on my YouTube recommendation page, and it was Mina being jealous for like almost 10 minutes straight. And so I started watching it. I still haven't finished it. I was watching it downstairs in my living room, and so I still haven't finished watching it. But I like their energy with each other. I do. I like them together. I do like them together. They do seem to have natural chemistry. I can't say what it is either way yet because I haven't seen enough of their clips or videos. But I'm gonna watch a little bit more of them. But for right now, I can say that I do like them. Do I ship them? No, not yet. At least, no, I don't. But I like what I've seen so far, and I think that I think that they have a dope connection. Waiting on a question. Next question. If Freen and Becky broke up, who do you think would be the one to end things? Becky. I know it seems easy to think that it would be Freen because she's the one that sulks all the time and probably is the one that starts the distancing thing between them. But she's also the one that, like, for instance, she said when they sulked one time, she told Becky, she's like, I'm not going to talk to you. And Becky was like, all right. And Becky didn't talk to her for like 3 days. And then Freen ended up having to be the one to reach out. You don't ever attempt to Sagittarius like that, bro. I hate to say it like that because y'all know people say I be using signs too much. But every Sagittarius I know, you break up with them like that, they be like, all right. Like, they not going to, all right. Okay, if you say so. You know what I'm saying? They'll be hurt. But they're not going to chase you. That's not what they do. They're not going to chase you. Let me remind you again of Charlotte's behavior. They're not going to chase somebody who they are not being baited to chase. Okay. Next question. Which astrological sign would you like to be in a relationship with besides yours? Nope. I don't want to be in a relationship with anybody aside from Aquarius because nobody else really truly understands. Well, I'm not going to say nobody understands us, but I need somebody. I can't call. I don't know. because the way I'm built, I don't know. I don't, and I also don't date by sign. I don't believe in dating by signs. I just think that Aquarius, me dating another Aquarius would be easier for me to get along with because they already built like me. But other than that, I don't date by sign. Like, it would just be whoever. If it's not an Aquarius, it would be whoever. I've dated all kinds of signs. It would be whoever. In Watt's shoes, how would you handle yourself and how would you move? In Watt's shoes? I feel like he got athlete's feet. But, I'm sorry, that was petty. He seems to be a relatively successful businessman, so I don't know if there's anything I would do much. Like, if I had access to what he got in his bank account right now, I wouldn't do shit different. Put them little athlete's feet shoes on and run with it. I sure as hell would. Let me see, next question. Who do you think in MG 2022, besides Englot, of course, would have a bigger career if no Watt really got behind him? Heidi, 100%. 100%. Heidi, 100%. Heidi has the potential. Heidi has it, bro. Heidi's already done a couple of acting jobs and different things like that. Like, Heidi went to Egypt and participated in Miss Intercontinental or something like that. Like, Heidi, she was the biggest, I mean, come on, she was the biggest star before the whole Englot thing really was what it was. Heidi was the biggest star aside from Fa. Everybody was expecting it to end up being Heidi and Fa, and that's what it ended up being. And I want to know how many people really thought Heidi was going to win, bro. Because if I didn't know either one of them, I ain't going to hold you. I knew Heidi first, y'all. Remember I told you I met Heidi through the Gap because I started reacting to Gap first. So I met Heidi through Gap, and when I found out, I was like, oh, she fine as hell. Never went and did any research on her, though. I just was admiring her as Nita. What her name? Like, yeah, Nita, I think or something. Nita on in the Gap series. And then when I found Englot, I stumbled and was like, oh, I was like, yo, that's Nita. I knew her as Nita. I didn't even know her as Heidi. I knew her as Nita. And then I found her and I was like, oh, damn. But it will 100% be Heidi for me. It will 100% be Heidi. If he put a battery in her back the same way he do with Englot, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. And her English is better than Fa's? Not by much, but it is better. It's definitely better. Nah, I'm just playing with him. All right, we'll see. Are you going to do a reaction for Show Me Love re-edit version? Yes, Nightmare, I am. I absolutely am. I absolutely am. Yes, I will be doing, I will absolutely be doing a reaction to those. Because hopefully the storyline, everything will flow better. So hopefully it'll be a different experience, you know? When do you think Freen and Becky changed their relationship towards coupledom? While shooting the series. I think for them while shooting Gap. I think it brought up shit that they probably were already feeling since Skoy, but because of the age difference on top of just, you know, having to work together, just cultural things, they probably just were like, eh. But then Gap, you know, when they started filming the Gap series, it's like they didn't have no choice but to kind of like stare the shit in the face. You know what I'm saying? And then it might have been too much. They just couldn't handle it. Maybe one of them love scenes, you know what I'm saying? That shit trickled over and then I don't know. But I don't know enough about how like they were long, because I know they flirted a lot back in the day, like early on in their lives and stuff. So I know they've been flirting for a long ass time. So that's just based off of what I know. I could be completely wrong because I have not done extensive studies before their Gap era. Well, I'm saying before their I wasn't really following them during their Score era. I'm going back now thanks to you guys and getting those moments in those lives and kind of getting that information. But from what I can tell, they were spending a lot of time together. But yeah, I think that when they started filming the Gap, or at least not even filming the Gap, but when they did start doing like the workshop and shit for the Gap, I think that when they started having to do them scenes and rehearse them scenes, you know what I'm saying, going back and rehearsing them scenes in the room and shit. Hey, you better ask Brad and Angelina. Shit'll get you every time. It'll get you every time when you already have a natural attraction to somebody and then you reacting and you acting like that, bro. That's why I could never date a actor or actress. I couldn't. All right, next. Can you please do a deep dive on Freenbecky in the War Room regarding their relationship? I can. I absolutely can. You know what? That's something I'll work on. Thank you for asking me to do that. I'm gonna try. What I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna try to go back and see if I can kind of like see or pinpoint the moment where they went from being just, you know, fan service or, you know, just being work partners to being more than that. I'm gonna see if I can. I'm gonna see if I can find that for real. All right, let me see. Will you do a Q&A in the war room? Yes, I will. Yes, I will. I can definitely do that for you guys. I will do a Q&A in the war room for sure. For sure, for sure, for sure. Which couple has the more passionate kids? Freenbecky. Stop playing with me, man. Y'all know that shit was Freenbecky, bro. I love Englot, but y'all know them gap kisses can't compare. But then on the other side of that, them gap kisses can't compare to what the fuck be going on in the stupid wife. And that stupid wife can't compare to what was going on in the stripper. So I just look, it all goes back to Priscilla and you ask me. Look, yo, nope, they would woo chow. Okay? So yeah, for me, it would definitely be that. Yeah. Gap or the Freenbecky kisses in Gap were definitely way more passionate than the kisses in the Gap series. I mean, in the what can you call it? Show Me Love. Come on, y'all, stop playing. Nikki, what do you feel about P Son and P Dad ship? Neptune. I don't feel anything. I refuse to. Hey man, y'all need to go ask Sappho. That's Sappho. Yo, that's my girl Sappho shit. Sappho swear that she swear, bro, between P Son and P Dad. She love them together. That is, y'all gotta go ask Sappho. Don't ask me. Don't ask me. I can't call it, bro. I don't be paying them no mind. Y'all gotta go ask Sappho. Y'all gotta go ask Sappho. All right, let me see. Do Freen and Becky have a chance for a long-term romantic relationship, considering their very young age? Yes, because I mean, even though I know it's 2023 and you know relationships don't always play out or pan out the way they used to back in the day and stuff like that, there are people who get together young these days and still stay together, get married, have kids, and do all the things. So I think it just has to be about how both of them are willing to put in the work and focus. They both seem to have that ability to do that. They both recognize each other's value in the other's life. So I do think that they have the potential to have a long-term relationship, a very healthy, happy long-term relationship with, you know, it's going to be its ups and it's going to have its ups and downs and different things like that, but it'll still be all right. It's cool. Any future roles you'd like to see Englot playing in a TV show, separately or together? I would like to see separately. I would like to see Charlotte be like a villain. I would like to see Charlotte be a villain, and I would like to see Fa play a boss. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a CEO, like just like coming in and like laying the hammer down on, you know, in the boardroom, like blah, 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 blah. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to see something like that, and I would like to see Charlotte as a villain, because I'm trying to tell y'all, man, she got that in her, especially if she do the all black, bro. Ooh, she got something. She got it in her. All right, y'all, 5 more minutes, and we calling it. If you have to choose basketball or soccer. That's not soccer, football, soccer. It's not even a choice. And I play basketball, but soccer is my favorite. Soccer is legitimately my favorite sport, which is actually football. So, let me see. Anna said, you better do those reactions. Yes, ma'am. Anna, I swear I'm going to do them reactions. You know I'm going to do them reactions. You know I'm going to do the reactions. You already know it. I love Sappho. You better. I love Sappho too, man. Sappho keep my timeline popping, bruh. Sappho keeps my timeline popping on Twitter. My favorite Kalani song, First Position. And Best Friend. It's actually Kiana Leday's song, but it's I like that one. I like that. I like those two. I like those two. Oh no, I'm lying. It's Gangsta. It's Gangsta. That's Gangsta's actually my favorite Kalani song. Actually, I'm sorry, I was lying to y'all. I was only thinking gay wise. Cause it's Kalani. No, Gangster is actually my favorite Kalani song. Yeah, real football. Real football. Do you think Free and Becky will still be together 5 or 10 years from now? Where do you see them? 5 or 10 years from now? I see Becky as a practicing lawyer who also acts still on the side, or she's a full-time actress who has her law degree. I guess that would be the 10-year plan though, because I don't know how long law school is over in Thailand, but over here, shit, like 6 to 8 years. I think it's like 8 years, 6 to 8 years. Depends on what law you're trying to study, how far you want to go, right? Y'all can tell me better than I know myself. But anyway, yeah, I don't know. That could be in her 5-year plan too, though, because she's already completed. She's already completed like college and stuff. So, yeah. And then Freen, I see Freen being an artist, maybe even owning like a gallery. You know what I'm saying, like an art gallery. I don't know if she'll be acting. I just think that she would much rather have a more slow-paced life. I think she wants to get as much money as she can and do this for as long as she can. But I think that by the time Freen is 30, because she's 25 now, well, she's about to be 25. Yeah, she's about to turn 25, right? I think that yeah, she'll be 25 in June. Oh no, she's 25, right? When was Freen? No, July. She'll be 25 at the end of July, at the end of this month, right? I think by the time she's 30, she'll be settled and she'll be kind of over the industry and probably wanting to have something more stable, something where can keep her home and, you know, where she can still make a living and do what she likes. But yeah. All right, last question. Sonia JP said, about food, savory or sweet? Ooh, I'm the wrong person to ask, man. I'm the wrong person to ask because I like savory sweet. I'm really that person. Like, I like no matter what I make, when I make sauces, I always put honey and sugar in it. No matter, like, that's just how I am. Like, I always put I put hot sauce in my noodles and sugar or honey or something. Like, I'm like that. I like savory sweet. I love savory sweet. I love savory sweet. All right, I got time for one more question. What songs would you include on the playlist for the new edit of Show Me Love? Is there a specific song for a specific scene? You know what? For me, I don't know what scene I would put it on, but Shawn Mendes' song, I know it's old, but it's always been you. It's always been you. Like, I would want that song to be somewhere in the soundtrack for Show Me Love. I don't know what scene. You know, maybe it could be in the background of File while she's, you know, doing the live and talking about. Speaking of, nope, that's War Room Talk. God damn it. Is it? It is. It's 7 o'clock. That's War Room Talk. Let me get off here. Yeah, but yeah, yeah, that one. It's always been you by Shawn Mendes. Or Always Been You by Shawn Mendes. The scene where she's like acknowledging or admitting to the world on live that her birthday, you know, that Charlotte is her Shireen. Mina is saying that Shireen is her special someone. All right, y'all. Got a sweet Asian chick, she go low, man. Yo, that's my shit, bruh. Oh my god. And we already know what scene that would go to. Anyway, I have had so much fun with y'all today.